All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the inside of the inverted pyramid. My name is Ellison, and I'm joined with my special guest host, Mr. Bullet Bill, who is going to help teach us about all of the major intricacies of Super Mario Odyssey. See, I keep wanting to say Super Mario Galaxy, but that is not correct. Hi, thank you for surprising me over here, friendo. I do appreciate it. But we made a lot of progress in doing a whole lot of nothing in the last part. Yeah, we did grab a ton of power moons, but at what cost? Absolutely no progress whatsoever. But that's what this episode is for. We're getting right into it, and we're finishing things off before I go to bed for the day and hopefully recover from this stupid cold that just came out of nowhere. Sheesh. So, just like Super Mario Galaxy, we do have gravitational pulls to the ceiling, which is absolutely insanity. And I love that they reintroduced this concept because it's kind of cool and it can prove to offer some very interesting challenges, especially when this thing becomes uninverted, if that ever becomes a thing. But yeah, now it's quiet, and we already caught a glimpse of this in the last part just by looking through one of the many binoculars that this place is hoarding. But a veritable supply of Goombas making their way over, and a hole in the wall. Oh yeah, you already know what's coming. Hell yeah. The collection of the Upside Down Moon. It is quite a secret now, isn't it? Yeah, go and snag the rest of these up. Thought my sombrero would have been able to pick up some of the slack here, but that's okay. We're actually almost to the top though, which is pretty nice, or I guess to the bottom. Oh god, but we have more of these shenanigans to work with. So, more invisible blocks because there are Tostitos for us to grab. Organic blue corn, delicious. But especially for those people who absolutely hate themselves. So, I love seeing the bullet bills come out of the 2D section because it just, I don't know, it's satisfying, you know? But we can go and bum rush you into here and, oh, that's the health extension, nice. And I feel like this is probably something that a lot of people know of, and a secret that you're probably just gonna keep on looking for after all is said and done. But if you go and land right here and become a cog in the machine, you can slide down here and find a veritable supply of treasure. Takes you a second to drop in, but that's all right. Good God, how many coins have we been picking up? I haven't been like trying to go for them or anything, but I guess I'm not complaining. Guess we'll be able to buy those swim trunks now, won't we? Let's get out of here. So yeah, we just have to make our way across over there. And eventually when we do need to return back to the top, oh, was there one already over there? That was weird. We will be able to take a shortcut. Also, super fast mode in case you wanna be a cool ass speedrunner. And we've also got this. I don't know if you get anything for being able to like clear them all perfectly, but they always go in unpredictable patterns no matter what angle you put them in. So I have no idea how you're supposed to solve this, but clearly I just cannot do a great job at it. It's fine. Let's get out of here. We have more pressing matters to attend to, and that is, oh, there he is. Well, we have a bunch of Jaxie statues up here, and the Sphinx had asked us about, you know, the 6 of them, one of which was gone. But if we go and put Cappy on the tail of this one, free power moon. Yeah, look at that, freezing cold. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet, I'm afraid. There's a free heart over here, but we do not need it. We'll take it for the coins, and let's go and confront the airship. Surprise, surprise. The boss has the binding band, and we ain't invited to the wedding. This broad brutal is actually not that bad. She's gonna throw a spiky bomb at us, at which point you just throw it back in her face and then jump on her head. Just try to avoid, you know, missing the landing, as I have a tendency of doing. She goes a little crazy, and these bombs do leave behind some fiery residuals, but that's okay. If you take too long, she eventually throws a big bomb at you, and then with that, it will stay stuck in the ground for a little bit, and then you could hit it back at her that way, but Otherwise, pretty self-explanatory what we got to do here. Just avoid the explosions and ooh, she's getting pretty on point with that aim. And we'll do one more. Last time for good measure and for all the treasure. Boom and boom. Why could the first fight not have gone that smooth? But with that... You got a multi-moon! Well, unfortunately, there's now a hole in the desert we have to go and explore, but we're still racking up the power moons, and yeah, it's gotten that much colder. Yeah, this is definitely Bowser's fault. Well, on behalf of the freezing cold weather everywhere, we now have the incredible ice desert music, and let's go and drop off some of our hard-earned coinage. I think we owe it to ourselves to change into something a little more comfy. So we could probably buy the employee hat and the suit also, but I'll change into that a little bit later. It's kind of annoying you still get a text box telling you that you can change into it later. But yeah, the swim trunks are exactly what we're after. So I will change into that now, and we'll go and purchase the power moon. Why not? Glad to know you just have these out on the front shelf. Hey, look at that. Oh, I thought I got a double dance. Okay, well that's nice. We can also switch into some other things here. I'll go ahead and buy the cowboy outfit, but we'll also just probably put on the cowboy hat. I actually love this with literally every single other outfit you can have. It just fits so perfectly. So yeah, I'll change into that. And eventually we can get some of these cosmetics, but not gonna worry about it now. Let's go and check out our new digs. Oh yeah, Mario time. The doggo. Well, with the unfortunate advent of this freezing cold weather plaguing us, I think it's probably in our best interest to step back and revert to our poorly paying job of planting these moons here and otherwise harvesting the yields we earned. You know, the infinite moon glitch. Just keep planting these seeds and you should be A-okay. You get a moon and you get a moon, and the Plaza seed gets a moon for doing absolutely nothing. Like this damn bird. I will get you one of these days. But first, how about a little bit of light gambling? This is apparently the world-renowned slot house. There is only one set of slots in this one building, but apparently it is just that good if it has worldwide fame. For 10 coins? Sure, might as well. And with the power moon in the mix, I mean, that's just a no-brainer. Slots away. So we have a couple of things we could aim for. The health extension's a pretty good pick, but after the hearts, we go for the moon, and we're victory. Congratulations, YouTube. This video is now rated M for mature, and anybody under the age of 18 will not be able to watch it. Thanks a lot. Well, the reason why you don't really want to go exploring the desert at night is because we've got ghostly skeletons that roam the place and jump out basically out of nowhere. But I think maybe with Jaxie, we might be able to get past them. I don't know. Just like the ghostly sugar skeletons. Yeah, oh my God. That is incredible. All right, well, we've got ourselves an oasis here, which is kind of nice. And before we spin out too much, let me go this way. This is what happens if, oh no, it's frozen solid. Oh, the poor statue. Well, that's unfortunate. Hold on, hold the phone. What are you doing here? Who said that you could join us here at the Oasis? Oh, does he come down? I've never seen him over here. Oh my God, are you serious? No way. All right, bird, fuck you. This is the new place where we go and get him. Oh, sorry, y'all weren't supposed to see that. Well, we have a violently vibrating mound of dirt here, so I guess we'll just go and take another one of these, just for good measure. You got a moon where the birds gather. We just stole their treasure and now they're gonna fly off and be all that much more poor for it. Unfortunately, the Oasis has frozen over, including these Tostitos down there, so we'll have to get our organic blue chips somewhere else. But there's also a Lakitu who seemed thrilled about the idea of being frozen today. And before we go off, there's also the curious instance of this music note up here, but having to flip forward to get out of there is kind of annoying. Oh, so we just got the 6. Ugh. Just do a couple of awkward motionings with my Pro controller, and there you go. Attaboy, Mario. Let's go and snag that, and probably be done with this little spot for the time being. I'll go and take Jaxie just to get on the way back, but he's fine. He's doing a grand old job. I love this thing, even though controlling him really sucks. So there are new power lines leading to the main area, so we should maybe go and check that out right over here. Hopefully not run anybody over. And can I learn how to climb a pole properly, please? And thank you. Sheesh. Faster and faster. There we go. First try every time. And even though these lines are frozen, we can possibly grab ourselves. Ooh, just a couple of things here. And a new power moon. Nice. As far as other things are concerned, though, on top of the stone archway. Oh, no way, it's there. I did not think that there would be more that spawn there just yet. Interesting. Well, we can't get back on the power line to get up to the middle tower, but we can just hoof it from here. We're probably fine. Sup, fellas? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna skip out on you and work on my Second Amendment cosplay again. This is good. We'll have to come back here later once everything is cleared up here, but let me go ahead and just, with a mess of mass destruction, take that on. And let's keep on going. Let's go this way. Because now that the inverted pyramid is in the sky, there's a few things that have changed underneath it. Namely, well, I guess now that we're over here, yeah, these things, get out of here, leave me alone. Oh, there's a Jaxie stop right here next to the taxi man. Talk about adding insult to injury. Should we? I don't think I've ever taken one of these. Sure, why not? Let's just do it to be kind to the fella. Beautiful. There is one thing we can grab here, and that is at the very edge of the world, there's a cactus. And you have to take and go at it very carefully, because I think you can knock it into the pit, which would not be ideal. If we do this, there it is. Thank you. Jeez. The poor guy, do you see him? Oh my goodness. Should we just go in? Everyone seems to be very perturbed by what's happening down there, so might as well. Jaxie's going with me. Well, on that sad and unremarkable note, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Underground Temple. If this place does not evoke the Crystal Cave from Dark Souls as you tremble your way through to fighting Seath the Scaleless, then I don't know what to tell you, but it's probably a good thing that Jaxie is nowhere to be found, otherwise these ice physics would be the absolute bane of our existence, much like they are for that poor innocent Goomba. Oosh. More lasers to deal with, so let's just hop with good timing and grab ourselves some Tostitos. Yeah, perfect. Because I want you to feast your eyes upon this immaculately conceived tower of Goombas that appears literally out of nowhere. Pop-in only possible here on the Nintendo Switch 2. We also have an opportunity to possess a Goomba so that we can enjoy his non-slip sneakers. Hell yeah. Certainly an ADA compliant of the old uniform here, but The real attraction is this tower, so we'll go and take you, and we'll get some goods. But I don't think we necessarily need this one, but he can join the family. Why not? Join the congregation, young one. And we can also go and engulf this group as well. Yeah, we're taking over all of the religions, little by little. But I think it probably goes without saying, you might not want to send Cappy through that hellscape of a torture device, because you'll just keep having lasers that you're gonna have to jump over constantly, and it's kind of annoying. So let's go and head over here, and we can do an extra high jump for no reason, because we have a Goomba tower. Oh yeah. So let's hop on up here and do the one thing that is a constant in gaming, and that's waiting for floating cycles to work in your favor. I'm sure you could probably do some pretty nice platforming, but what I enjoy doing is after we grab these, we can go ahead and step on out, and they have been relieved of all duties. Nope. Oh my god, that was very close to being bad. Thank you, camera angle, for saving the day. Curiously enough, we have another massive pit here, but we also have a health extension, which works out fantastically for us. And we're gonna start seeing enemies who are now donning some very stylish headgear. You're gonna have to thwack them twice in order to get the goods on there, so just keep that in mind as we head on up here and almost miss the jump. Thank you. There are, a ton of coins here. So these piles usually come out to be about 100, which is really nice, but I don't think there's anything in the cog machine up the ways here, but luckily they were nice enough to go ahead and give us a thin little slat on this fence to hop on, and we can go and jump right into that. Fantastic. Well, they were nice enough to give us a couple invisible blocks so that we can just get up normally. I don't have to worry about that. And there's a chest here. I don't think there's anything else, but I do appreciate it, so thank you for that. It's the treasure chest of the underground. You got a moon. Otherwise, you would just have to kind of go along the bottom and go from bullet bill to make our way over here, but we have some torches we can snuff, for the tribe has spoken and nobody is watching this video anymore. But I actually wanted to come over here and get rid of these ones because I could have sworn there was at least a secret or something that you could get for getting rid of all of these, aside from, you know, a couple coins and the round of applause. Like, am I missing something? I feel like something coming out of this slat would probably have hit the spot, but yeah, you already saw it. Lodged up in the ceiling is not Seath the Scaleless, no. It's something far more terrifying, and, well, actually, that's kind of a lie. Seath's kind of an asshole. But, we'll go ahead and get rid of this visor-wearing asshole once again, and make our way to the arena of our first major boss battle. Not what I wanted to do, but thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Knucklotech. In true Nintendo fashion, we have yet another disembodied head with floating hands as a boss. This one has particularly dainty fingers, and when he slams it on the ice, we can punch him in the face. That'll learn him. A very cool design though, having the encased pyramid with the multi-moons inside. Hello, thank you. But yeah, essentially he just gets a little more aggressive after each round. And so long as we keep moving, literally, and try not to, you know, change pace on the ice too much, you should be fine. Yeah, let's go and snag him. And using the Pro Control to shake is a little awkward, so I just opt to regularly make him punch himself. But this third and final phase is kind of where things get a little annoying because he adds something new to his repertoire of moves, and he decides that he wants to be a percussionist, and he's gonna start clapping his hands. Oh god, such weird timing. I love the animations though, and just how, it looks like they're moving as stone, like the frames are just not animated. I don't know, it's a very cool effect, and I can certainly appreciate that. One more, come on, right here, thank you. Now he's gonna put his other Duke up John on both sides, and ooh. Knucklotech is no more. I'm freezing cold, so let's get our multi-moon. I just love that pose he does. But with that, heat has returned to the desert. But yeah, that is kind of what we were trying to accomplish in the first place. If we keep up this pace, we'll catch that Bowser in no time. Yeah, you're telling me. Also, I would hazard a guess that yes, we possibly do have more than enough power moons to get to the next kingdom. But before we go, there's still a few things we need to do, so let's go and make our way back to the town and just see how everyone is celebrating. Also, thank you for that. What do you have to possibly talk about? A taxi, you pulled up finally. Take me to the Metro Kingdom. Oh, what a voice. I had some car trouble you would not believe. I got pulled over by ICE, and they detained me, and it was terrible. I'm still only here because of the color of my skin. But we essentially have the entirety of this world now reopened up to us, and we don't have enough time to finish it completely, but where ICE once stood, we can find a ton of new power moons. So we'll get a couple of those now, a couple of them later, and then we'll head off to the next kingdom because we actually have a choice on where we get to go next time. And I'm not entirely sure where I would want to go. But we have 85, which is incredible. And let's head on back to the Oasis. We'll actually just go ahead and fast travel there. Because our friend Lakitu has been freed from his frozen coil. And we can also grab some of these goods here too. I'm just gonna go and, oh, I guess I could just grab them normally. But you can fish him up with Lakitu because that's kind of his only function in this game. And you'll notice in the sand, there's actually some very amoeboid looking creatures. Oh, it's time for fishing, cause it's fishing time, and now it's time to take possession of you. But yeah, essentially we just go ahead and drop it down, wait for the nibble, and then reel it in. But sometimes he does not like to work with us. Something about me and fishing in these Nintendo games just never goes well for me. There's the bird. Nice shadow, by the way. Oh, he's onto something. All right. Gentle. Reel it in. Oh, come on. And with that, we get a power moon. Thank you. Wow, he is literally just flaunting it in my face, isn't he? What a jerk. What a digital dummy. Well, I don't think you can really speed up with him. So let's go and make our way up here, which might seem like an odd thing for us to do, because we can actually go fishing in the sand here. Can I read this? No. Lakitu is incapable of such cogent thoughts, but let's do it again. Gentle. Oh, that was it. Gentle. Do it again. Oh, wait a minute. You're not a cheap. Well, it's a good thing we came along because Captain Toad was almost out of air. But of course, he found a power moon. You're quite a catch, Captain Toad. Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah, the air is definitely fresher than it is under all that sand, but I don't think there's anything over here. So if we jump out of Lakitu, what just happened? Yeah, back to it. It's time for fishing. I thought he said it was like, where am I? Or how did I get here? Oh, and the cap jump. So hold down Y after throwing, and Cappy will spin in place for a little while. You don't say. So hold on. I'm actually mildly concerned about something. So there is a Jaxie over here. And if we go ahead and join up with him, once again, here, let's do it this way. There is now something that we can offer our services with him for. Just try not to get too caught up on, oh my goodness, on everything. Thank you. Head over here and you'll notice a statue that is apparently missing one. We go and line them up. Oh, your family? Oh, that is so sad. We reunited the Jaxies, and it is just so heartwarming. Almost as hot as this desert, I would dare say. But let's go ahead and get one more incredible bit of treasure clear over here. So is that the same one? I could have sworn there were two. I just wonder though, like, where does the second one go? If that one goes over here, let me check this out. At worst, this is normally where I would get this one. It's just like right on this little bit of land here, because it will just kind of go over the slimy, sticky drink. But yeah, this is a good enough place for it. As long as I don't goof. Nope, that's the second one. Good to know. So there are definitely two birds out there, but one thing that you do want to take into consideration is that if you accidentally hit it over the swamp, it will end up staying over there and you'll probably die. Okay, just looking at the clock, we'll do one more. So I think this Koopa was around during the first phase where everything was still frozen, but it's kind of an interesting little challenge that I have a tendency of sucking up on every occasion I find it in. You up for a challenge? Everyone loves walking, right? Problem is, most don't take it seriously. That's what trace walking is all about. If I can walk like a champ, I'll win a prize. Lose some calories and maybe even get some abs. Oh man. Well, the rules are cake. Just walk around and follow the arrows on the ground. The only issue is that they disappear after a little while, which is where you're going to want to take these landmarks into consideration. I gotta score 80 points or more to win, and the only time I've ever been able to get 100 was on my very first try. And every time up till then has never rivaled it, but so long as we just kind of keep our bearings about us, we should be fine. Oh boy. So hopefully this is okay. Okay, I was a little sharp in some places, but at the very least, 94. What? Now it doesn't seem like that much of a triumph that I was able to get 100 the first time, but it was a very serious walk. And there it is. You got a moon. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, next time in Super Mario Odyssey, we're going to spend maybe 10 minutes here just cleaning up some of the moons that have just easily made themselves available. You'll notice that those malformed Goombas have evolved into their pump and sombrero mariachi loving forms, and explore it and see just what's changed around here. You can already see we've got some new additions and some easily accessible zapping lines before moving off to our next kingdom, which we'll be able to choose between the wooded and the lake, I believe. Looks like there are still some bits of ice here, but we can make freezing treats with us. Yeah, I was so sick of the cold. Me too, brother. I mean, just look at what I was wearing. I can't be fashionable and comfortable at the same time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I sure as hell enjoyed recording it, and I'll see you here next time in Tostarena Town. But I will only come to you in the form of an Andy Warhol painting. See you guys next time. Yeah, I know it's hot, Mario.